Birchwood Group are a multi-franchise dealership. We're based along the south coast predominantly, covering east and west Sussex. We work with various manufacturers. We've got Ford, Kia, Skoda, Suzuki, and we're a Renault after-sales outlet as well. Having had various websites from GForces over the years, I think the key thing with the V8 platform is so easy to use. You don't need any design or IT experts in the dealership. It is just very logical, very easy to use and very flexible, so you can quickly change the messages that you're using on the site. The accessibility to video is something that we've tried to work with previously, and it has been a bit of a challenge. Now we can link into any of our YouTube accounts, we can access the manufacturer's information, and it just makes the site much more straightforward to use. Great results, because each time we've enhanced the websites, the results have got better. It's very early days. This particular site has only been live for 2 months. However, what we've already seen is the ease of the call to action layout and the ability for the customers to interact with us has meant that we've had more interaction via, say, for example, the live chat call to action. We've had more telephone calls from particular parts of the site that we haven't had previously. So generally, I think the results, whilst it's too early to say on the traffic side, the results have been increased interaction with our customers. I think social media, particularly in the automotive industry, is quite a contentious issue because as an industry we tend to measure campaign success by what did you sell from it, and social media is a completely different approach. At the Birchwood Group, we haven't been in a position to fully exploit the social media on offer until quite recently, and that is going to form part of our strategy for 2012. With the help of GForces and the social reputation management tool, we now feel better placed to exploit what, for example, Facebook and Twitter can offer us. We have, for several years, interacted via YouTube, and that's proved very positive for us. I think, though, as an industry, we have to recognise that social media isn't a going to sell me 10 cars this weekend, and that we have to treat it as a relationship builder, which is what it is. I think as well we have to try and be sincere about the messages we put out on social media. If we say that we care and we want people's feedback, then we should listen to that feedback and act upon it. I think the consumer buying process in the automotive industry has undergone such huge changes over the last few years. And as an industry and a provider, I don't know that we've necessarily kept up with it in the best possible way. Consumers now are so well informed, and if we look at the smartphone revolution over the last couple of years, it's a completely different world that we're operating in. I think the challenge for the dealerships is to recognise different kind of customers and recognise the ones that have interacted with us via social media, via online strategies from the manufacturers, but also recognise there are still some customers out there who do want to come into the dealership and do want to have a face-to-face conversation. And we have to recognise and adapt our processes to suit the consumer. The after-sales part of any dealership group has huge influence on the future of the company. When somebody buys a car, it's all very exciting and they've got their new purchase, and hopefully they'll be really delighted and drive away thinking, great, I've bought the right car for me. The next time that they really have any interaction with us is via the after-sales department. So the after-sales department can highly influence the consumer's buying cycle in the future. If the after-sales department is able to service that customer satisfactorily and achieve their satisfaction, we stand more chance in the future of incremental sales. I think the challenge for the after-sales department is getting that emotion and ability to influence purchase across online, because it is very, very difficult to convey everything they can offer via an online activity. And that's something that for 2012 is very important to us. How can we maximise our after-sales opportunity online in the way that we have with our sales departments? The next 12 months for the automotive industry, I actually think, is going to be incredibly interesting. We're trying to avoid going into another recession. There's all sorts of doom and gloom going on, and we have to be realistic. That's the market that we're operating in at the moment. People do not have the same levels of disposable income. How do we deal with it? Well, the challenge is to still sell things to people that they need, because people still need transport and that transport still needs servicing. And I think this is where the differential will come in between the companies who do genuinely care about what they're going to offer to the consumer and the companies who really are just looking for a short term, we've got to hit a target today, let's worry about tomorrow another time. I think as an industry we have a responsibility to our staff to be as positive. We have to be realistic, but we have to maintain a positive outlook. People do still have jobs, they do still have money. We mustn't talk down the industry and the market for this year by trying to second guess what's going on. We have various initiatives that we're looking to work on. I think the key one is our interaction via social media, which is quite new for us. And I think that's where our relationship with GForces and the social reputation management tool is really going to help us, because we'll be able to test out a lot of different things whilst actually still being aware of how we're impacting on people and what they think of us. I think as well, in terms of initiatives, what we really want to do is engage our teams with our online strategy. All of our online activity belongs to our teams, and it shouldn't be seen as a separate part of the business. So that's another initiative that we want to get our teams very involved with what we do online and how we go to market and how we interact with our customers.